All right, so this class today we looked at, the last question we looked at was when we were doing, we looked at, let's look at it. So we have the equation here. When we come to the equation bit, so I want to look at this question here. Name the sides, we write the rules. So when we're finished writing the rules, soka toa, and we get to the part where we have to, just turn this up to down. So when we get to what we have and what we want here, so this is what we've done here. I'm just going to go with it in a green color, so it's easy to follow. So here's what we have and what we want, the angle. So obviously it's OH, which is sine. So sine of 32 equals 10 over x. Now if you look yesterday's question, when we did the cosine, the x was left on top here. Okay, so we had SOH, CH2A. What we have, what we want was A and H, which meant was cosine. Cosine of the angle was in that space, and it was adjacent over hypotenuse. The adjacent was x, the hypotenuse is 19. How do we finish it? We took the 19 underneath the line here, brought it over here, and we multiplied through, and that gave us our answer straight away. But this question, when we got to the point of where we, name the sides, we write the rule, write out the three rules, have what we want. We got sine 32, and we had the opposite is 10, and the hypotenuse is x. So look where the x is now. It's underneath the line, whereas yesterday the x was on top of the line. Okay, so that causes problems. There was the x yesterday. Look at that one there, on top of the line. But today the x, when we get to the equation, is underneath the line. So there's two moves to finish it out. Like with the other question, this number here, the x, we bring it over, just like the same way. We'll bring it over here from dividing to multiplying. So we get x multiplied by sine 32 is equal to 10. But we bring the 32, sine 32 over then where we had the x underneath the line. And that's how we get this. So x equals 10 over sine 32. And you simply put that in your calculator using what I call the fraction key. So 10 over sine 32, and we get the answer. Let's have another look at another example like that. This question, we name the sides, hypotenuse, angle for the question is 31. We have the opposite, and there's the adjacent. We write the rule, soka toa out. Here we have SOH, CH2A. What do we have? What do we want? We have the adjacent, we have the angle, and we want the opposite. So then we work that that's obviously going to be tan. So now we have the tan is equal to 31, so x over to 15. So the x is on top. Very good. So what do we do? The 15 comes over, we multiply through, and the x is here in its own, so this works perfectly. Okay? So that's how we do that question there. So let's move on to a question similar then to the new one today. So this is the last question we did. We drew a nice St. Patrick's Day triangle, nice and green, nice and patriotic. There's the right angle. We named the sides. There we go. We're a hypotenuse. Opposite angle for the question is 17. There's the opposite and there's the adjacent. Soka toa written there. SOH, CH2A. What do we have? We have the opposite, 18, and we have the angle. We're looking for the hypotenuse. Which rule is OH? Of course, it's sine. So set ourselves up. Our three squares to be filled. Really important. Everything's in threes. Those three squares. The sine of 17. The sine of 17. 17 was the angle, is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, 18 over hypotenuse. So 18 over x, x is the hypotenuse is the x, we want it. So look at the x's underneath the line. So what do? We bring the x over here and we put x times 17. And then of course we want x, so we'll leave the x there and bring the sine 17 over and underneath the 18, and that's how we get this. So a lot of movement there. So the x comes over and the sine 17 comes back to where the x was. So they literally swap places. And then you put that in the calculator using the fraction key. 18 over sine 17, press equals, and you get 61.56. All right, we will do another one of them at the start of class the next day, but now we've shown you how to do it. Have a nice weekend, everyone. Enjoy St. Patrick's Day. All right.